Hey guys, it's Ben again. So we just got cut off on the video recording, and so I'm just going to pick up right where we were. So all I was saying was the keyword in campaign accounts, the campaign structure. What's important there is that we have keywords separated out into their own ad groups for two reasons. One, again, it's so we can get custom tailored ads to get more people clicking through on the ads, and that drives this number up, this click-through rate number. And when that happens, when you get the higher click-through rates, you're going to get typically a lower cost per click. And you can see that is happening with this keyword, where we have a higher click-through rate at 4%. The average cost per click is 81 cents, 6 cents less than your average cost of this ad group. So again, that's important to us. We want to have separate keywords separated by ad groups and separate ads going to each keyword. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Let's talk about your ads. So it's important to have at least 2 ads running for every keyword. And you've got ad testing going on currently, which is good. We're going to look at what you have in your top spending ad group, personal assistant. You have 3 separate ads. And the number one thing you want to look at when you're testing ads is this click-through rate, CTR, because that really is the indicator of the ad's performance. The ad's job really is to get people through to the next step, to your landing page. So the higher the number, the better. And you have one ad that's outperforming the other 2 at 1.23% versus 0.8, 0.7. So at this point in this ad test, we've got plenty of click data here. We've got over 100 clicks for each one. We could say, let's pause these 2 ads. We're going to call them the losing ads, and we'll keep this one ad active. And then what we'll do is write another ad to test against this winner. And the goal is to constantly try to increase or improve this click-through rate, because it's going to get you more bang for your buck. Like, I love that phrase. You're going to get more clicks for the spend you're putting into it. So very good job here. You've got a clear winner. We're gonna take this further and iterate into another ad version. We didn't talk about ad extensions, but here's a good example of ad extensions. Normally you're only getting like 3 lines of text on a Google ad. Hertz does a great job with their ad extension. They've taken up an enormous amount of real estate on Google and increased the size of their ad, like, probably triple the space they're taking up just by having all these extensions written out. So this is another line of text. That's an extension. That's an extension. You've got their address is an extension. Oftentimes you'll have the phone number, and then these babies right here are called site links, where it's like a separate little ad, and you can have up to 4 of them, where it's a headline click plus 2 lines of text. So you guys have some extensions. We know that they can be improved based on what we've seen. So we're going to work on building out all of these for you, try to take up more space when your ads show. Let's keep going. So your keyword level structure, most of your keywords are in a match type called broad match. That means that you have the net cast a little bit wider than, say, an exact match, where exact match would be ideal because the person has to type into Google the exact term that you've given to Google as your keyword. Like right now, you have broad match, which just means that somebody could type in concierge jobs or concierge positions or companies. I saw some search terms. Basically, the search term is what someone's actually typing into Google. I saw some search terms like that, including jobs. And there were some other ones that were clearly like hotel related, definitely like not relevant for what you guys are trying to get. And so broad match, we don't want to necessarily stick with that strategy. We want to get you more into the exact and phrase match keywords, which are way tighter on what Google will map your keyword to and show your ad for. Just wanted to call that out a little bit there. So your keyword bids, we want to talk about that. Right now, it's just max click strategy. We'll probably switch that once we get the conversion data flowing in. So we control how much we're paying per click as opposed to letting Google choose automatically. The keyword mix, we need to remove a few of your keywords. There's some that are just really general. Like one of them I think was just the word assistant by itself in a broad match. Super general, definitely not like the right intent behind the keyword assistant. And you're bringing in some other searches that are just not going to be what you're looking for. So we want to look at your search terms a little bit deeper. We want to look at your keywords and see if we can just get rid of some that are wasting money. And then we also want to look at your competitors' keywords. We've got a really neat tool called SpyFu where we can type in any keyword or any website out there, and this tool will show us all the paid Google keywords that the company might be bidding on, or the ads that they're running, their organic keywords. We can see all that, and we can punch in keywords and see relevant terms. Like this one tells you like top AdWords buy recommendations. If you're interested in home concierge service, you should also consider these. And so there's a ton of recommendations. Some of these are just going to be like local searches that we don't care about, but here's another one, profitable related keywords. You can find negative keywords this way too. We've got doctor, medicine. Those were some search terms you guys were actually showing up for that we definitely like don't want those. One of them was like psychotherapy. So we can definitely build out your negative keywords some more as well to block searches that are going to just waste money. But we can expand on what you currently have as your keyword targets too. Budget management, not sure if we talked about that. Basically, how much should we spend per day? Really, it should be however many clicks it takes you to generate a conversion is really the math we're looking at here. So if you want to get one conversion per day, we just need to figure out how much, how many clicks it takes to get you that conversion, and how much it costs to generate those 10 clicks. If it's 10, I'm just making that number up. But if it was 10 clicks, then that should be our target number of clicks per day. And whatever that costs us would determine your daily budget. So we're going to look at that information once we start to track conversions. We don't know yet how much it costs you to generate a true conversion, but we're going to find out as soon as we fix that conversion tracking. Let's keep going. Remarketing and audience strategy. So all that is, I think I mentioned that, is people are hitting your website, they're leaving without taking action. Those people we can get in front of specifically on Google search again. We get in front of them on Google display with banner ads when they're visiting other websites. We get in front of them on Facebook ads. So the whole idea here is, though, you're getting in front of and re-engaging people that are warmer than the initial visit to your website. These people have already been to your site, they've seen your stuff. They're more likely to convert on that second time around. And we see it all the time. It's a really good strategy. You don't have audiences being tracked right now in the account. So we need to set that up so that when people do hit your website, they're getting added to your remarketing audience list. And that just means like over time that builds up. And then that segment, that group of people, we can run those ads to again. And that's what we want to do. We just want people to run those ads probably for a couple months, because you got to get the audience built up first. So we got some work to do there to get the audience tracking and growing. Google Analytics, you have Google Analytics code installed on the website, but we don't have access to your analytics accounts. So we may need to set up a new account from scratch, or if you guys have Google Analytics access and you can give it to us, that's what we need to do. Bottom line though is we need you to be able to see, like, every week, every month, how many people are coming into your website from Google Organic, Google Paid, direct visits, or people coming into your website from email marketing or from social media. Analytics is going to tell you how people are coming to your website. You got all these people coming. Where are they coming from? What are they doing? What content are they looking at? Are they calling us? Are they converting? So this is like, Google Analytics is way broader than just AdWords. Think of it as a different product. There's no additional cost to use Google Analytics. It's a free tool. But that's just something we will consult you on and help you implement, so you understand the bigger picture about your website traffic and behavior way beyond Google AdWords. Competitor analysis, talked about that briefly. So we want to know from you guys, who's your direct competitor? What are they doing? What's their pricing? Why should a customer choose you over them? Your value proposition. What is their strategy? Again, SpyFu. There's some other tools we have that we can go plug in your competitor's website and just basically instantly get access to all their keywords and all their ads, and we want to do that pretty quickly. Make sure that we're covering all of our bases with those keywords we're targeting. Multi-channel, again, if we can get you guys going in the next couple months with retargeting on Google Display, search, and Facebook ads, it's a great way to drive conversions at a better cost than the initial cost per conversion you're probably going to see. So we want to do that with multi-channel. We also really like Bing ads. Bing, you guys can read about what my comments about Bing here. We use Bing for a lot of other clients, and whenever you're running a Google keyword campaign, Bing is a great way to just get incremental traffic that is qualified. It's typically people that have money. It's usually like an older demographic that is using Internet Explorer for their browser, and by default, Bing is the search engine. So anytime they're going in, typing, home concierge service on Bing, you guys should be able to show up. And it's often less competitive, so your costs will be lower. So I'm a big believer in getting your ads going on Bing too. And we can get you guys a $100 coupon to test that out. Every new Bing account we create, we get a free coupon for $100 to start it off. So highly recommend that. Landing pages, just like the ad testing where we can look at, different ads over time and see that key metric, which is click-through rate, and choose winners over losers and constantly optimize to get that click-through rate up. We can do the same exact thing with your landing pages. To date, it's mostly been your homepage that you're sending traffic to. But if we can create an iteration on this and we're tracking conversions, then we'll be able to see every 100 clicks or so, you can see which page variation, if you're sending the traffic, A/B testing, splitting it, then we'll be able to choose winning landing pages over losers and over time bump that conversion rate up. And that, again, goes back to better bang for your buck. So the first step, like I said earlier, guys, we got to track conversions. You got the chat feature here. You got people calling you. You've got, let's see, do we have a contact us form? Any doorway, basically, to people starting a conversation with you is something we should be trying to track as a conversion in Google Analytics, so you can see which leads are coming from which source, right? Because you got people coming from Google Organic, Google Paid again. So we can track in Analytics where all these conversations are coming from. And then in AdWords, we can do the same thing and track which keywords from AdWords are pushing those conversions through. Once we get this squared away, it's going to be a lot of fun because we'll start to be able to maximize that budget where those conversions are coming in. So guys, that's pretty much everything. Hope this was super valuable for you. I'm going to get you this document, and our team is going to get to work on number 1, conversion tracking, number 2, the account structure, and then everything else we had in there. So we'll set up a call for this week sometime. Hopefully you'll have a chance to digest this, and then we can have a productive call just so that we're all on the same page. You're on board, we're ready to rock and roll, and our team can start implementing. Let me know if any questions, guys, and look forward to getting started here. Have a good one.